Hello everybody and welcome to Exeter St David's railway station. Now in this video I'm going to be sampling some of the new vehicles and routes Dartline have won from Devon County Council. In particular the routes that they have taken over from Stagecoach, and that is the primary route that they have won. There are one or two other routes that they have won from other smaller independent bus operators, but most of the routes are from Stagecoach South West. My first route today will be the 66 service. Now, on the day I was filming this, both vehicles were in Viro 200. However, I would expect that at some time throughout the year, a Scania Omnidecker or one of the transferred go-ahead Scania Omni Cities will make their way onto this route at some point, since it did get quite busy later on in the journey. Anyway, here I am leaving on the 66 service from Exeter St David's heading towards Oakhampton. I'll be taking this as far as Cheriton Cross, and this service used to be the Stagecoach Southwest 6A route. Stagecoach still operate a few college services as well as the 66 service on Sundays. Here I am now at Cheriton Cross, waiting for the 66 service in the other direction. Some of the gaps in between these 66 services, especially in the middle of the day, are absolutely massive and you really wouldn't want to miss one. But in the morning and evening peaks, some services run less than an hour apart, which I think is very good for this kind of service, especially in Devon. Here is my bus to take me back to Exeter, which is an ex-Plymouth City bus ADL in Viro 200. Here I am now in Exeter City Centre at Exeter Bus Station. Now my next service was the Dartline 369 service, which runs from Exeter usually to Morchard Bishop. However, there are a couple services a day that continue on to Withering. Now this service did run a little bit late because the schedule is extremely tight, and I think there was supposed to be 2 buses on the route when there was only 1 for the entire day instead of 2 buses switching over. Anyway, here I am on Sidwell Street getting onto the 369, which is formed by a regular Dartline Optare Solo SR. This wore the Wanford Park and Ride livery rather than the usual Dartline livery or the red Dartline livery. I'll be taking the 369 to Cowley Bridge, which is on the outskirts of Exeter. Here I am now back in Exeter city centre at the bus station just to kill a little bit of time before my next bus, which would be the Dartline T service heading towards Woodbury via Topsham. I'll be taking the service as far as Topsham to then get the Stagecoach 57 service back into Exeter city centre. Now, I was hoping for a slightly more unusual bus, like one of the Scania omnideckers Dartline have on the T service, since they tend to put whatever junk they have lying about on this service. However, unfortunately, I got another Enviro 200. This would be my last Dartline service, but I was hoping to stick around in Exeter for a little surprise. Unfortunately, that didn't go too well. Anyway, here I am at Exeter High Street to head onto the T service towards Topsham. As I leave Exeter city centre and head out towards Topsham, here I am passing through the Countess Weir area, which gets an incredibly good bus service even for the city of Exeter, where some city services don't run very frequently at all. Here I am arriving into Topsham village centre. Although Topsham does get a good service on the Stagecoach 57 route, the T service, which also serves Topsham and then on to Woodbury, only runs 3 times a day. Anyway, there goes the ADL Enviro 200 off towards Woodbury. Now, although my surprise didn't really go to plan and there are no more Dartline buses in this Dartline video, something that I didn't expect was this ADL Enviro 300 in the new Stagecoach We've Got You livery on the 57 service. So I did film a little bit on this bus heading back into the city centre in Exeter. Here I am passing an ADL Enviro 200 on its way towards Exmouth on the outskirts of Exeter. Here I am arriving back into Exeter bus station right in the heart of the city centre. Now, I was hoping to go on one of the green Slade 35 series of buses. I think it was either the 356 or the 358, as that sometimes has a double decker, sometimes a Volvo B7TL, sometimes a Scania Omnicity, but today it was just a standard Enviro 200 MMC, so not even a double decker. Anyway, in the end I didn't end up going on this bus because it was just a standard MMC, but thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone!